Yeah, I actually randomly just picked the two that looked the best from an E3 list of things that were games a bit outside of my comfort zone or that I didn't really know a whole load about. So I didn't pick things that I kind of thought that I would get anyway. So this one caught my eye because it's George R. R. Martin, Game of Thrones fame, working with Miyazaki. Hope I didn't massacre the name there, from Armored Core and the Soul series. And it is. I've read a couple of other bits. I've not watched the trailer, so let's watch the trailer and then see if it correlates to the information that I kind of got from people commenting about it.
Okay,
We'll see.
wonderful. All right, everyone, have a look at the trailer in three, two, one.
The tarnished will soon return, guided by grace once lost. The Golden Order is broken to its core.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone must extinguish thy flame.
They will fight, and they will die. In an unending curse. For how else is a champion or a lord to be born?
Whoa.
Well, a lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee now!
Brandish the Elden Ring. For all of us.
Huh. Hot damn.
Yeah, what a trailer for those of you on the podcast. Unfortunately, that you'll have to Google that or go on YouTube and watch the trailer. It is a pretty damn good trailer, I have to say, and kind of what your hopes would be high with having a good development team behind it. Like I said, I've done some research because it was on the radar in 2019, and then there's been pretty much nothing until this year when they released the trailer and coming out early next year. And they've said it's going to be open world. It's going to have uh, entire custom character generation for it. There's going to be no mass NPC cities. They said it's going to be dungeon ruins, and you've got the solo option or you've got the co-op. So I mean, for me, this is a home run, because it's everything that I want. I want something that's fantasy. I like something group play. You can run around doing dungeons, killing monsters, fighting together. And yeah, I think everything from the trailer looked pretty decent, and I actually got some idea of the gameplay, which yeah, pretty decent, pretty decent. Yeah, I'm all for that. What do you guys think?
All right, Adam.
So yeah, it's kind of a weird because I was reading an interview with George R. R. Martin on it, and he said it was a sequel to Dark Souls, but then later on admitted that he had never played Dark Souls and had no idea what the story of Dark Souls was, and therefore it's hard to verify that this is a sequel to something that he has no idea what he's writing about. So it's definitely a Soulsborne game from what people are saying. So it's going to have that really high tier difficulty. I've always wanted to play one. I never have. I actually have. Was it? Not was it Blood?
可给你去往风扇。
Bloodborne. I have Bloodborne because it was free on PlayStation Plus. I've never gotten around to it. I guess I'll have to play that at some point and see if I actually enjoy this genre or not. But yeah, it looks interesting. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering what it's going to be like because I mean it is open world, but without like say towns and these sort of things. You know, it's yeah, is it going to just be basically like a? It seems like From Software is really cashing in on that Souls. Was it the Soulsborne cash cow there, and they just kind of like are starting to become kind of one note in a way. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it separates itself because yeah, on the one hand, George R. R. Martin's writing it, so it should have some deep story. But the thing about the Soulsborne games is they always have really deep story, but it's never directly presented to you. It's all in the lore and the background and all that. So it'll be interesting to see how much of this is actually a story and how much of it is just George R. R. Martin doing world building, but not actually writing like a real story to go with characters and all that. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes.
All right, Antoine.
Yeah, well, as you said, From Software is riding the wave of this kind of games, and this trailer really felt like Sekiro-like, but with a Viking brand. So it's a new mod for Skyrim. It's a Skyrim Witcher edition, which is great. I mean, both of them are great. So it's a Skyrim Witcher edition in the world of Sekiro. I don't know if you played Sekiro or something, but it's sounds like it's very same kind of universe with a big Yggdrasil, big tree in the background. So yeah, absolutely, that sounds fun, and that sounds absolutely not for me. It's far too hard, so hard these kind of games. So I understand if you love it, and I'm definitely gonna watch Let's Play on it on some of the streamers which are way more gifted than me on this kind of game. But me, no, I'm just gonna be like, you died, oh shit, you died again, you died. Okay, leave it, rage quit.
What's the difference between that and Breath of the Wild, man? Because Breath of the Wild, you die pretty often. Or unless you didn't die.
Different.
How is that different?
Zelda, you don't die unless you don't need to be extremely skilled to stay alive.
Oh,
On
God.
the Soulborne, you need to be good. You need
Okay.
to be really good.
That's a good point.
Zelda,
That's a good point.
Zelda, a kid can play it and finish it.
Oh my God.
Soulborne, give it to a kid and it's gonna be a no. I'm 10 years old. I don't want a trauma. Thank you.
They
You want
also
to play
have
video games. Play this. No.
They also have the mechanic in the Soulsborne games where when you die, you actually lose some progress, basically. So they have the bonfires or something of that equivalent, and everything when you go to a bonfire, you kind of bank everything you have. But then when you go out, you acquire experience or you acquire whatever you need. And if you die, you kind of lose that, but you can kind of go back out. It's kind of roguelike in that regard, where you can kind of you can lose stuff.
Didn't they tone that down with Sekiro?
Huh? I've never played Sekiro. I'm not sure how they did it.
I saw they toned that down because it was kind of annoying. But
yeah,
it's hard. It's hard enough. So if you have to lose stuff, but maybe not. I don't know. I just know that it's not that kind of stuff I like in the gameplay.
Okay, my thoughts, I'm on Antoine on this is, yeah, so you already heard me say, I'm not a difficulty person. It just cuts down on my valuable gaming time. But the trailer is fantastic. The details on the stone fragments and the dragon with the 4 wings. And so the links for all these trailers will be in the show notes. So if you are listening to the podcast, just you minimize if you're on a big screen and you click on one of the links if you're on Android. If you're on iOS, unfortunately, you got to complain to Apple why we can't link stuff in iOS stuff. So that is Apple's fault. Apple sucks.
I'll co-op with you, Phil.
We should get these two. Get it anyway. We'll go with 4 of us. We'll do 4-player co-op, and we'll just laugh as you get to die.
And does it have 4-player?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, I thought it was 2 only. Yeah.
I mean,
Like
I'd be down for that. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing this kind of game with people, but I would never play this by myself.
He would just stand in the back.
You guys first.
Go.
Maybe
Tank for me.
after.
But this looks to me looks like a console seller, like something that just takes advantage of the PlayStation 5 hardware in the
Yeah.
absolutely, because damn.
It's not exclusive though, is it?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
On YouTube it says PlayStation 5 only, or PlayStation 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was multiplayer.
Good. Get rid of the paupers who don't have a PS5.
See, that's like half of the screen over here, PS5, half us normal people over here.
Stay on PC.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next game, which